Hello everybody, I'm Aaron Stapish.
Hey guys, I'm Elizabeth Panos.
And today we're going to give you guys some of our picks for the week. And if you guys don't know what that is, we basically go through some games that we really liked that we thought we should shed some light on. So first we're going to start with Elizabeth telling you guys a little bit about a game we both enjoyed. That's a lot of B's in that sense. Back.
All right, so one game, it's for mobile. It's Lumberjack by Everplay Interactive, and there's a little backstory to it. It's a guy named Joe, the Lumberjack, who had all of his lumber stolen by Bustin' Beaver.
That's amazing.
Which is, yeah. It was pretty amazing, so I thought that was funny. But you go along the way and you collect things like plaid shirts, which I thought was really funny because Aaron loves plaid shirts.
I
so
do.
I was like, oh, look,
Go
it's Aaron.
Canada! This game like screams Canada to me. I love the game. I mean, we both played, as she said, it's a platformer, but it actually feels really good. There's many hardcore failed platformers, especially on the iOS and Android and stuff like this. We played this on the Android and our tablets, and it was amazing. It's a great platformer, especially for what it is. It brings a lot to the table, that feeling of power. It also is 8-bit, but it's not that cheap 8-bit graphics that a lot of mobile games throw at you.
Sorry, you're like brings you a lot of power. The whole power is to bring down the Beaver Empire.
Yes, you bring down the Beaver Empire.
Yes.
Do you have anything else to say about the game, or is that it for that
I
game?
absolutely loved it. I thought it was definitely one of the better platformers that I've played on mobile, especially.
Yeah, so get it. We'll both highly recommend it. But now, the game I want to talk to you guys about, now I'm a little iffy on this game. There's things about the game that I really liked, and there's a couple things that I think could be worked on. Now, the game was developed by Real Access Software just on July 10th. It was released the other day. I know there was some early access stuff, but technically it was just released yesterday. Now, the game is a dark platformer. I think that's what really got me into the game mostly too, was the darkness in the game. The intro story is what really drew me in. You basically are like a king who's in charge of this empire, this world, and right in the beginning, this darkness takes over it, and the king is trying to save his son, and it's kind of like a heart-wrenching story. I was really into it. And then the game started, and you play as like a Grim Reaper who's basically like the only lone survivor who is trying to turn this world back into like a bright, happy place. Now you do this by fighting all different types of different like stained glass, which is really kind of an interesting element to the game, which is I think why I liked it. You break glass like by hitting your staff on the ground, then the glass falls down and it forms into an enemy and you have to fight them and solve some different unique platforms. But now the downside of the game to me was like the animations. They seemed a little weak. They didn't seem like there was a lot of movement to the characters. I think if those elements of the game were fixed, it would actually be a really cool game. Now the game is only $5.99 right now, actually $5.59 until July 17th, and it goes back up to $7.99. So for that price, I think it'd be good, to get, good to pick up. I know that the developers were listening to a lot of people in the Steam chat, so I think it's a good idea to get it. So that is my pick for that. But now I'm going to go into the last game, which I actually really loved. This is actually going to be my favorite game. Elizabeth got called to a meeting during the last game, and they said, all important people, please come to the office. So hence why I'm still here, so I'm going to go on without her. The game is called Rhythm Destruction. It was developed by Curious Panda Games on June 16th of this year. Now what it is, it's a basic shoot-'em-up style game, but what's really cool is it's rhythm-based. Now, shmups are really fun. We actually a little toss to the video we did earlier this week about shoot-'em-ups, the best shoot-'em-ups of all time. Go check it out. Okay, but besides that, it's rhythm-based, which is really cool. A lot of the rhythm-based stuff I play is like Guitar Hero and Rock Band, which I was really into. But this brings like a new element to it. It brings that shmup feel, that fast-paced action feel to it. Now, something that makes the game, to me personally, a little harder than like Rock Band or Guitar Hero type games is the fact that in shoot-'em-ups, you guys all know that a lot of things are happening. So when the X, Y, A, B, as you know, you have to time the hits, but when they're coming down, they're not coming down in straight lines. They're flying in circles, they're moving in all different directions. So when you time it, it's just, it gives you a lot to look at, so it's not as simple as a lot of those games. But the most challenging thing for me in the game was when you go to the harder levels, these techno beats are in your head, which some of them have off beats and off timings, which are really hard to follow. So it's like you had to be a good shmup player, as well as being a really good, almost like a musician with beats and rhythms and stuff. So it was challenging, but it was my favorite of all these. So I definitely recommend that you guys get it, and the game is ready. Only $4.99. So for $4.99, you can't really beat that. If the game was like, $50 or so, I would say, probably skip it. But for that price, get it. It was really fun. Again, it was called Destruction. No, Rhythm Destruction. It was not called Destruction. But hey, that's it. I'm Aaron Stapish, and I'm here with a ghost. It was good to have her when she was here. But Lumberjack was a good game too. But that's it, you guys. Make sure and let me know if you guys are going to get these games. And if you do and you don't like them, don't blame me, blame somebody else. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, hey, let me know at Grid Aaron on Twitter and on Facebook and on Instagram and all these things. You can find me everywhere. Just search up Aaron Stapish, but don't mind the shirtless pictures that come up. That was a long time ago on a spring break type thing. But again, you guys, I'm Aaron Stapish, and I enjoyed talking to you guys, and we'll talk to you guys again here soon at the Grid Gaming. See you later.